Shalom, shalom, shalom to all my brothers and sisters out there, all my human beings and celestial beings, and the predators and heathens and evil people of the earth, because this message is to whom listen. I'm a celestial being sent from Yahweh, and I'm here to let y'all know, just like there's other celestial beings on the earth, here to let y'all know the truth. It's a lot of people on this earth saying that they're all woke, awaking, or, please forgive my way of speech. English is not our native language. Well, the name of this video is called Nobody's Saying His Name. There's a lot of people that's claiming that they woke and they guiding the people, but the nation is totally lost still. It's a handful of people that is really preaching the real word of our Creator, our God, YHWH, Yahweh. Now, the reason why I'm a shadow is because I need you to hear the message. Okay? I'm Celestial Being number 28 out of the 28th Lodge. There's other Celestial Beings that has my number. It goes by the age of us. We are born on this earth just like regular people. There's verses about us in the Bible. And I'm gonna get into that in a whole nother different video. But this in particular video is to let you guys know that the Creator has a specific name and nobody's using it. Now, in this video, I'm gonna break down the origins of the Bible and explain the races in the Bible, explain who is who in the Bible, explain the churches, the religious confusion, and I'm gonna explain the unorthodox Jews and their origins. I'm gonna try to make this quick and simple because I don't want none of my videos to drag out, because this information don't need to be extended as like, a normal history lesson. So, the origins of the Bible. The King James Version of the Bible that we got today, the origins of that Bible was written in Hebrew. People say Aramaic, or Sanskrit, all of that stuff. It was written in ancient Hebrew. Now, King James, by the time he got his paws on it, a lot of things was changed and switched up. And there's a lot of mythical lies that's been told. And I'm just here to straighten that all out, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to wake everybody up. Okay? Now, the Bible is the story of the Israelites. The Bible has nothing to do with religion. Religion was created to separate nations. And this been happening since the beginning of time. The Israelites, if you read the Bible, you'll understand the story of the Israelites. how we turned against our Creator many times, and it caused many different pains, but in similar ways. Now, in order to understand that the Bible is the book of the Israelites, you have to understand one thing. Who are the Israelites? Now, it's easy to look out into the earth today, and you might see a group of people, you know, that's many groups of people that's claiming to be Israelites. And many groups of those people have turned being Israelite into a religion. So, it's a big no-no. So basically what I'm going to tell you today is there's an underlying truth under all religion. And knowing the divine name and knowing who is who and who you are plays a big role in it. Now, the Bible is the story of the Israelites. There's 12 tribes of Israel. You got the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Levi, the tribe of Simeon, the tribe of Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, in the Bible, you won't know who that is. You won't know who those people are. You would think that these are some ancient people. No. These people still exist to this day. It's a thing. Religion has led you to live in the past. And when you go to church, you only get bits and pieces of Bibles, like Bible verses from the pastor's point of view, and you're not getting no raw truth. That's why we don't have no protection, but that's a whole different video. But right now, let's just stay on the subject. So who are these people today? Okay, I'm going to let you know. The tribe of Judah is the one specific tribe that was chosen by our Creator, YHWH, Yahweh. Now, this tribe, in Hebrew, the tribe of YAHWEH, we was to praise Yahweh and teach Yahweh. We were very prestigious in our ways, in our teachings. And there's evidence of this in ancient Egypt on the walls, but that's a different story. The tribe of Judah, YAHWEH. Who are the tribe of Judah today? The Negroes. Yeah, that so-called African American that's here in America. The one race that the Bible is specifically talking to. The seeds of Abraham. Benjamite tribe. Who are the Benjamites today? Everybody in the West Indies. Jamaica, Bahamas, Trinidad, West Indies. Levites. The tribe of Levi. Who are the Levites? Well, the Levites are the seeds of Ham. Who are the seeds of Ham? Seeds of Ham are the Africans. So, who are the seeds of Ham in America today? The Haitians. The Haitians are the real African Americans right now in America. Because their bloodline goes back to the seeds of Ham in the Bible. The book of Leviticus is written about the Levites. And just to go back to the tribe of Judah, the Negroes, their real nationality are the Hebrews. I am Hebrew. My family is Hebrew. The descendants of my family were Hebrew slaves, not African slaves. Okay, Simeon tribe. Who is the Simeon people? Dominicans, right next to the Haitians. Dominicans. They're the Simeon tribe. Who is the Zebulon tribe? All the people in Guatemala and Panama. Yeah. The Israelites are not only just black. This is the whole spectrum of people here. Okay? The tribe of Ephraim. I love this tribe. I love them. They are the coolest people I know, bro. They're the Puerto Ricans. The Puerto Ricans. I love the Puerto Ricans just as well as I love every other tribe. But I love the Puerto Ricans. Manasseh. The Cubans. Okay? It goes from dark to light. But not white. That's a whole different subject. But I'm keep going. The tribe of Gad. Who is these people today? They're the North American Indians. They of course changed their nationality. They mainly call themselves, like, some people prefer them as African Americans. But the true North American Indians, black. The Reuben tribe are the Seminole Indians. The Seminole Indians. They have an original name. I don't really like the term Seminole because that's like a modern term. But to put a pinpoint on who they are, we're gonna say the Seminole people, you know. And we once teamed up with the Reuben tribe, but that's a whole different subject. The Naphtali tribe. Those are the Argentinians and the Chileans. Argentina and Chile. People over there in that vicinity. The Asher tribe are the Colombians and the Uruguay people. And then last but not least, the Issachar tribe, which are the Mexicans. And if I'm not mistaken, Issachar in Hebrew means he is hired. I remember that. And it makes so much sense. You know, because those people are some hard working people. They're like the other end of the spectrum of the Judah tribe. We are also hard working people. We build pyramids and everything like that, but that's a whole different subject. I'm just explaining to you the origin of the Bible you have probably never heard, because they don't explain this to you in church. They want to teach you religion and not truth. Now, speaking of church, they teach from a religious perspective. So they're not going to teach you truth and reality. They're going to teach you something that was given to us at the end of slavery. They're going to teach you something that we were only allowed to learn spirituality and things like that, and really not to read and stuff like that. So they gave us a false God, and they gave us Jesus. You know, it psychologically transferred to them as being deity because Jesus was white. So that's religious confusion, because our Creator, Almighty YHWH, is a black God. Now, in order to understand the Bible, you got to understand etymology. Etymology is the study of language and letters, and the origins of language and letters, specifically Hebrew to Latin to English to full English. Y'all, please forgive me. I had to change up location. real quick. But yeah, like I was saying, etymology, like the Bible was written in a certain way, you know, because that's how good our Creator is. Yahweh knew that the language was going to be translated and things was going to be taken out. This is how good our Creator is. And there would be no reason why we wouldn't still be able to find Him after everything. So, now, like, when you read in the Bible, you got to understand, you know, certain words and terms, the way the Bible is written, may not be what it may appear to be. It might not mean what it appear it, you know, to be saying, you know. So that goes to show you have to have a specific type of knowledge to even read and understand the English Bible on the real spiritual level, to be able to conquer your higher self and to establish a relationship with the true living Creator, YHWH, Yahweh. Now the letter J is about 400-500 years old. Now, any Christian, if you have the mind capacity to think critically and logically, you will understand that how you will understand, you'll be able to understand and question, how did Jesus get his name almost 2,000 years before the letter J was even thought of, created? The letter J was actually derived in 1524 by this dude named Jean Georgi. Like, it's a weird name. Like, it's Jean Georgi Tricino or something like that. I mean, this dude, he was a grammarian, and he was known to be like the father of the letter J. So he created the letter J, like, and he made the clear distinction between the J and the I sound, because both the I and the J, they was basically like used interchangeably by scribes to express basically to express the sound of both of the vowel and the consonant of the letter. So, like, you know, he was the one who created the J from the I, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So he was like the founder of the letter J, and this happened in 1524. So if the letter J was created in 1524, ask yourself, who is Jesus? Who was Jesus? Now, the deity that played like that, who Jesus was, but his name wasn't Jesus, was Yeshua. And he was a prophet at that time. So everything was basically just taken and changed for the purposes of controlling a nation of people. And the best way to get control over a nation of people is to take away their spirituality. And that's basically what happened. Now, the people, the organizations that's calling themselves Jews, and the organizations that's calling themselves Hebrews and Israelites, I'm gonna tell you the difference between these organizations and actually knowing the truth. Now, the Caucasian people that call themselves Jewish, they are the people who's actually responsible for damn near everything. Everything. Like, you know, partnered up with the Romans and because these people are Khazarians. They hate to admit their truth. You will find many videos saying that they're not Khazarians, they're not from Polish, they're not Polish, they're not from Turkey or things like that. But that is the raw truth about these Caucasian people who study Judaism. And Judaism is a religion. They pray to Adonai. I don't know who that is, but they basically, what they did was they took the nationality of the original Hebrews, who are the African Americans, the Negroes here in United States of America and scattered in many places of the earth under different nationalities. Because you got some Hebrews in Africa calling themselves Nigerian, Somalian, and things like that. So it's not just here. But specifically over here, we are the descendants of the transatlantic slave trade, where our ancestors, I know I said earlier, I messed up in the video when I said we were the descendants. I meant to say our ancestors were Hebrew slaves. They, you know, over time over here, they taught us that we were from Africa. But no, we are Hebrew Israelites that were stolen and sold off the coast of Africa. And when you hear people that say, oh, black people sold black people, or your people sold your own people. No, because these two different nationality of people, just because we are black does not make us the same nationality. What happened was Africans, native Africans sold Israelites off the west coast of Africa. Okay? Just because we all black don't mean we all are the same people. That's another confusion that's being led out here. There's different nations of Israel. And just because we're black or may share the similar color doesn't make us the same people. Our bones and the structures of our skeletal even confirms that we are a different type of people. That's how Gideon, who was he was an archaeologist, I think. He studied the bones of Africans and studied the bones of slaves that were over here in America. And he said that they were two different type of bones, two different type of skull shapes. The African bone structure is a little more dominant than the Hebrew bone structure. But anyway, back to the Khazarian Jews. They turned our whole nationality into a religion. And by them doing so, they called themselves Jews. And now we in the stage of waking up, the government is realizing that we're waking up to this. A lot of people are waking up. So what the government does is they form their own black Israelite organizations. You got organizations called Israel United with Christ. First of all, any Israelite, blood-born Israelite who knows their God is YHWH will never commit to Christ and say Jesus. These people still pray to Jesus and say Christ. It's kind of like taking their mind out of being a slave by letting them know who they are and putting their mind back into slavery by telling them that they're united with a Christian God that they created. So it doesn't make any sense. And that's why I say, like, you have to be careful about following people that call themselves Israelites, because they don't even speak the name of Yahweh. They actually talk down and against the name of Yahweh. And if you don't understand that churches and religious groups are orchestrated by the government and they are paid monthly by the government funding and things like that, they're paid. And as long as they are paid to teach confusion, it's okay for them to be called an organization. When the Creator was here in the flesh, Yahweh ben Yahweh, when he was here, he was not government funded. He did not take payments from the government because he didn't need that, because he was teaching raw truth and he was gaining his people through his knowledge. Now, people say that, oh, Yahweh ben Yahweh thought he was God. Well, we're all are gods. And he knew he had the spirit of the Most High. That's how he was able to be called the Son. And if you don't understand the difference between spirituality and having a body, you will not understand that a person could look like a human and still be a celestial being. You have to understand that the humans was made in the images of the angels, and the angels were made in the image of Yahweh. So that's why Hebrews 13:1-2 said, be careful how you entertain strangers. You may be entertaining an angel. So you have to understand that there's a lot of deception that has been laid upon you about who you are, about what religion really is, and how it is really spiritually holding you back from a lot of things. Now, don't get me wrong. You got a lot of people that say, oh, I've been to church and Jesus is real and this and that and this and that. He showed his work in my life and this and that and this and that. I'm going to be real with you. Satan has powers too. And the demons that's manifested upon this earth are in the spiritual realm. So you got to remember that this earth was given to them first. So they will do anything in their power to make you believe that, you know, what you praying to is real. Perform all kind of miracles and make things work in your favor. And then turn around and bite you in your butt. It's real. But there are people that the Most High still look over, even though that they're calling him the wrong name. Because the Most High knows that these people have the brain capacity to think critically and eventually get themselves up out of that spiritual torment. Now, like I say, a lot of things is been exposed, you know, the proper way, and there's a lot of things that's being exposed the wrong way. You got a lot of people who saying that they're woke, but they don't really give information that really set us free. You got to open your mind. That's why the Bible say, we basically dead as a nation, spiritually gone. And I'm gonna make more videos, explaining a lot more things. But this video was just basically to break down the origins of the Bible and let everybody know, like, nobody's really saying his name. And the Bible, his name has been taken out the Bible. And the name is YHWH, Yahweh, YHWH. That is the Almighty Creator's divine name. That name is so powerful to the point where they had to take it away from the Israelites. And by taking it away from the Israelites, they were able to get us cursed, because the first commandment say don't serve gods. Not other gods, like it say in English. They put that word other in it to make people believe that they must stick with the one God that they first know. And usually 9 times out of 10 in this day and age, it's Jesus in America. So, but in Hebrew it say don't serve gods. And gods are us on earth, people on earth, men and women on earth, God and goddesses. You the God, your body's the temple. So, before I leave, I want to leave with one statement that Hitler made before he died. And this is important because in America, we're taught to hate Hitler. And I'm almost like, dang. Why Hitler had to be why Hitler had to die. That's how I feel. Because basically what Hitler was doing was he was trying to protect his German people from the elite, the Illuminati. He knew that they were Jews, that they were stealing everything and killing everything. So he thought that if he take their people and kill their people, you know, it would make a big statement. But it didn't. I mean, over the course of time, you know, that it died. His statement died, and then we were taught to hate him. And you believe how many black people walking around here saying anti-Semitism and all this and all of that, when these people killing us every day. They killing us every day. But I'm gonna leave you with this little conversation Hitler had. It was him and a soldier he had. It's called Hitler's Confession. Hitler said, even in his death, he would start a World War III. And it's true, because the man dead right now, and it's about to be a World War III. Hitler said even in his death he would start a World War III. One of his soldiers asked how. He replied, he said, the day mankind finds out what I was trying to defend this nation Germany from, then that the day World War III will start. For on that day, mankind finds out that I was trying to save my nation from the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Jews. For if the Americans wins the war, then they will conquer the world and forever be a slave to the Jews. And they will try to conquer God. Then he went on and he said, do you know who America has in its possession? The soldier said, no. He said, the American has the jewels of God. The American has stolen God's precious jewels. The soldier said, well, what do you mean his precious jewels? Hitler said, America has stolen the jewels of God, his jewelry. The Negroes, they are the true Hebrews. Now I'm going to leave that right there. Now Hitler said out his mouth, this is a quote, factual quote. You can look this up. He said, America has stolen the jewels of God, his jewelry, the Negroes. They are the true Hebrews. Enough said. So, like I say, there's 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. But there's one specific lost tribe. And that tribe, within the name of that tribe, YAHWEH, is Judah in English, but in Hebrew, YAHWEH. That means to praise and to teach Yahweh. That is what that specific tribe was supposed to do. My ancestors. They knew if they could destroy that tribe, it will mess up the rest of the tribe. And by doing that, it cursed us so bad. Yahweh put a curse on us. He cursed us back into slavery. Now that's a whole different video. But I'm gonna keep making these videos, and I'm gonna make everything clear to y'all so y'all can understand what's going on and why the blacks of America are in the position that they in. Peace out, one love, shalom, my brothers and sisters. This is Celestial number 28 coming at you in shadow form, rocking the knowledge of YHWH. Peace out.